Hey, welcome everyone back to another live stream. Before I get started, I want to make sure that you guys can actually hear me, how the sound is first. So if someone can just like put sounds working, you know, all that goodness in chat. Because I know in the last stream we actually had a we had a bit of an issue, a technical issue with the last stream. So hopefully everything's resolved. I should be. I think I checked everything. But yeah, it's good. Hopefully it should be working. I can see it bouncing up and down. Don't want to get into it too much just in case you guys can't hear me. Let me have a look. Aussie says sounds working for me. Okay, good. I can hear perfect. Okay, cool. Is the music too loud, guys, or is it alright? Or is my voice, you know, my voice is quite annoying anyway, but you probably don't want to hear my voice, but there you go. But yes, welcome everyone to another live stream. Music's good, thank you, Spartan. Yes, welcome back everyone to another live stream on the channel. It's been an interesting week, hasn't it? It's been a very interesting week for our hobby. I'm still kind of in shock, if I got to be honest. I think we'll have a chat about it. But we'll say hello to everyone in. Brian, welcome to stream, dude. Spartan and just some random Aussie, welcome to stream, everyone. Hope you're all doing good. If it is your first time here, guys, make sure to say hi in the chat. You don't have to, you know, be dragged into the conversation or anything. Just say hi. Let us know you're here. I'll give you a shout out. And yeah, because it's just nice to see where you guys are from, who's watching, all that cool stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, like I said, a very interesting week. I don't think anyone expected it to be like this week. I was expecting the next article to be this coming week, but you know, they obviously dropped it this past week, which is always good. But you know, lo and behold, they dropped something else, which has got, you know, quite a lot of controversy over the internet. But you know, we'll be friends here, you know, all nice and casual and calm as we always are. You know, obviously I've seen some things, as we all have, but it's interesting nonetheless. Spartan says, who else is excited for the new supplement? I am very excited for the new supplement. I was very, I don't know what I was going to do during this stream. I was thinking, do I do some terrain? Do I do some painting instead? And I really wasn't sure. I was thinking about maybe I should start planning a board for the new book. But we don't have the book yet, so I can't do any planning. I can't do like any, you know, terrain boards for the new book, which I'll definitely be doing when that drops. Aussie says both yes and no. My heart says yes, my wallet no. Yes, I completely agree, dude. It's a bit yeah, I completely agree. That's why I said in my video, I wish you know, with like, you know, not regarding the new edition, but just regarding the next supplement, that I hope they don't all drop on the same weekend. Can you imagine if everything drops all at once? I don't think I'll be able to take it. So what I'm hoping they do is that I assume they're probably going to bring the book out first, because otherwise you won't be able to play unless they bring out rules, but that really doesn't make any sense. So I'm hoping like over the next, like, you know, over a couple of weeks they drop stuff. So maybe it's like all the Arnor stuff first. So like you got Agandir, the Knights of Arnor, maybe Aana as well at the same time, and Aranaf. Like drop all that on a weekend, and with the book, and then maybe the next weekend you drop the Khan Doom stuff along with the werewolves, and maybe the week after that they drop the trolls and the like the big monsters in that thing. You know, just to like space it out a bit, you know, just to give us some time, because if they drop it all at once, like it's gonna be interesting, because as you guys know, I'm gonna be getting every single release, because obviously for the channel, because we'll be doing many unboxings, many things involving that. We'll be doing a deep dive through the book. We'll have like a Rise of Angmar week or fortnight, something like that. I'll do some dedicated videos for Rise of Angmar. I'll be doing some. I've already planned out. I've been very organized this week. I sat down, decided what I was going to do, and I've actually laid out the plan for the next month for videos on the channel. And as it is, if you guys would you guys like to know the content schedule as it stands now? It's already changed since I first did it because of those articles that dropped. But if you guys would like to know, let me know in the chat, and I'll let you know a little bit of the content schedule over the next month. I've got the whole next month planned out. What videos I'm going to be doing. Like obviously there's going to be a stream every week, like that won't change. And I'm trying to get back on the Sunday schedules, but just this week because of all the videos, like all the excitement that came out, I had to put it. I couldn't do it on a Sunday because I had to do some videos and I couldn't get all the videos out in time. So apologies about that, guys. Apologies, the videos were going out a little bit late. I know some people, some people have already done really great content about it. Last Lines of Noobs and Men, another Aussie channel, they did Liam and Sean, they did it pretty much the minute it dropped, which is great on them. I couldn't do it because I was very, very tired and had to go to work. And then Harry over on Angmar, he did a live stream with a few other people. And there's been other videos from other channels as well, so there's obviously always going to be content out there. So sorry if mine goes out a little bit late, but I always will deliver for you guys essentially. But what was I talking about? I branched off. Yeah, so content for when the Rise of Angmar stuff comes out. So obviously there'll be like a first impressions video of some kind, going through the book in as a quick review. I'll be doing the breakdown of all the scenarios or the profiles, or the legendary legions, the appendix stuff as well, because we know that there are going to be appendix stuff in the new book with probably, I assume, with Ayana and Arathor and that kind of stuff, stuff that happens after the Angmar War, which would be kind of cool. Like I said, I'm going to do all the unboxings with everything, because I think isn't there 15 new models? We're going to go through everything. We'll have a chat and all that. Going through all the new stuff that's come out. I've already done videos on it, obviously, but it'd be nice to get your live reactions in the chat and what you guys actually think. So yeah, there'll be unboxings, that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm planning on doing some kind of terrain for it, like terrain board, maybe like a Fornos board or something along those lines. But I need to see the scenarios before it, because as you guys know, I do scenario specific boards. So that's what I'm going to be doing, in a sense. Can I just check? Can someone just type something in the chat? Because I think my chat might be broken. I might have to refresh it. I think my chat might have just died. Test. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Brian. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Completely lost the chat there for a second. I don't know why. Thanks for doing that, dude. So yeah, let me know. Let me know in the chat. What are you guys excited about the new supplement? Are you guys excited? It seems like you guys are excited. What are you going to be picking up first? If you're going to be buying anything, are you going to, excited for the new book? Are you excited for the legions, or the scenarios, or the profiles, or the appendix stuff? Let me know in the chat. It'd be awesome to hear. We can actually. I've got the screen ready to go already. That's about the new edition. Let's go back. We can talk about the new edition as well. Let's talk about the new stuff first. Where did my mouse go? There it is. And I think Yes, thank you. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hang on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay, guys, are we back? Are we back? I should have fixed it. Hopefully, it's nothing too crazy. Might be a bit loud, actually. Let me turn it down a little bit. Yeah, I think we're okay now. Sorry about that, guys. That was... Yeah, I made this new screen up for to do this, and I completely forgot to add my microphone into it. But you guys should be able to hear me now. So let's finally go over. But yeah, thanks for letting me know, Ozzy. That was yeah, thanks for letting me know, dude. Yep, sounds better. Thanks, dude. Brian says, I'm excited for Angmar portion and appendix mostly, and narratives. Yeah, you're exactly like me, dude. Exactly like me. You're more of a narrative player. Same as me. So yeah, firstly, we have the Rudar Warriors. Very, very cool. I know a lot of people saying that these are looking like Age of Sigmar. Fair enough. But if you guys saw my recent post, is it my recent post? No, the one before that. I've got something to show you. I'll show you guys on my phone, actually. If I switch back, look at that. Can you guys see that? Is that gonna focus? Not really gonna focus, is it? Oh, there we go. Well, if we zoom in, they are exactly... People don't want to admit it, but they are exactly... Oh, wrong way. Exactly from War in the North. You can see them right there. People don't want to admit it. No, they're Age of Sigmar. They're doing. No, they're not. They're exact sculpts. And I praise the Middle Earth team because of how accurate they actually look. Look, you have the horns, you have the exact helmets. You even got like the little beards without the mustache. So I assume like maybe they had like, I'm guessing, because the way that I've actually done a little bit of research with this, guys. I've done a little bit of research with this. So let me actually get the company up. I can let you guys actually know properly. I'll give you actual facts instead of just paraphrasing. So we have War in the North. Was made by, is it Snow something? Snowblind Studios. So War in the North was made by Snowblind Studios. As they were making War in the North, something happened with that, right? I can actually tell you exactly what happened. I think the company basically folded in as they were making it. Yeah, so it says in 2009, as War in the North was in the works, Snowblind became a part of the mass media company Time Warner, obviously, which has got some of the rights to Tolkien stuff, right? They were based in Kirkland, Washington until in 2010. War in the North was released in about 2011. which is, you know, obviously a little bit later than that, it became a subsidiary of Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, a division of Time Warner. So they came under the Warner Brothers logo, which of course Warner Brothers have the rights to some Tolkien stuff, obviously, right? So I think, due to the licensing stuff, I think they do have the rights to actually sculpt these, which is absolutely insane. So I think, because War in the North is a Warner Brothers, like, what would you call it? Like a Warner Brothers, like, license thing. I think because they're making Brudar Warriors, or like Khan Doom Warriors, they probably have to use that design. I'm assuming that. This is like no evidence whatsoever, but because Snowblind Studios that made War in the North became a part of Warner Brothers, that made War in the North a Warner Brothers licensed game. So when the Middle-earth team are now making the stuff from, you know, that period in time, that they probably, I don't know if they have to use it, but they probably can use those models, because otherwise they need license to, you know, obviously use that kind of stuff, which I think is interesting. I think I didn't go too deep into it, but I thought that was definitely interesting. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. But yeah, actually, before we do that, obviously lovely little sculpts. I'll definitely be picking these up. The banner I think looks pretty cool. You know, obviously you guys could use these for anything really. But you know, they're obviously very, very cool. With spears, so nice. You can always supporting orcs, maybe. Orcs at the front. These guys in the back lines. I think that could work pretty well. The champion obviously looks like he's got a club. I think he's the only one who does. Oh no, the banner does as well. So maybe they're just like a mix between. Maybe you can have like a whole. All of them with just clubs, or all of them with just spears, or something like that. So Brandon Mozzie says, I'll definitely be grabbing Ayana and Arana first up. Yep, I'll definitely be getting Ayana. I was so excited for him to come out. Spartan says, just looks like him. Yeah, exactly. Like, as I was showing, if you guys are just joining in the chat now, for those of you just joining us, they are exactly the models from War in the North. Exactly the same sculpts. Which I think is a really giving props to the Middle-earth team to how accurate they actually are. I'm going to paint mine like these. I think they make look a lot more better than the red, I think. I think these look a lot more realistic, I should say, than towards these guys. I think that colour scheme makes them look a lot better. But that's just me. I'm surprised GW was able to copy them. I think that's why. I think that's why. Because it's a Warner Brothers. Because I don't know how licensing works. I don't know how that kind of stuff works. But I assume because War in the North is a Warner Brothers brand game, that they are either have to use them if they're going to make something like that, because it's like, you know, under Warner Brothers, or they said that you can use them, you know, because obviously if you're going to take something from a game, obviously that's copyright. But because it's not, you know, because of the licensing and all that, I assume that they have the rights to actually make them the exact same. So all these people who are saying, oh, you know, they're crap, you know, they're just I don't know why I'm going really bogan here, but you know, they're just Age of Sigmar Dark Oath, you know, they're all kind of, you know, they're fucking shit, eh? But sorry, but I think that they're not. Like, if you don't like the look of them, that's not that's not GW's fault. That's not the Middle-earth team's fault. That's like Warner Brothers' fault. That's like, you know, War in the North's game's fault. So I think I give props to the Middle-earth team because they look exactly like what they do in the game. Call me a shill, but there you go. Goncalo Cardoso. I'm sorry if I said that your name wrong. Sorry, dude. Welcome to the stream. I just want them to make new models of the Fellowship characters and Sauron and other old stuff. I definitely think we have the opportunity now. Considering what's going to happen with the new edition, with the rumored, which a lot more, you know, sources are coming out and saying, like, you know, big people on YouTube, that we are going to be getting a new starter set with, you know, I've heard some people say plastic kits, like all plastic, like plastic Rohan warriors, plastic Dunland, plastic heroes in there. I think that does open the doors, the opportunity, if it does well. I think I said this in yesterday's video. I said it so many times in yesterday's video. I think it opens the doors for future things. If this sells well, and this is why we need to support the Middle-earth team, because if this sells well, it makes them think, oh, well, this sells well, like they still want to buy Rohan warriors, like updated sculpts of Rohan warriors. I'll buy them. I'll buy so many of them, guys. If they bring out new plastic Rohan sculpt, I'll buy heaps of them. I've just painted up heaps of them, but I will buy more. Like, you guys have no idea, because I'm obviously War of the Ring. You need a lot of things, but I think that if it does well, it definitely opens the door to do that kind of stuff. And if they do that, I think they'll do the big four first. So they'll do Rohan, they'll do Isengard, they'll do Gondor, and they'll do Mordor. So I think that, like I said, opens the door if this is a success, which, you know, fingers crossed it is. Josh, welcome to the stream, dude. What's going on? The more I look at them, the more I like them. I think the paint job is mostly why I get AOS vibes from them. I do wish we'd got an updated Forge World Arnold troop pack, though, like this. I completely agree, dude. I don't know why they haven't done it. I don't know. Does it say at the bottom? Where does it say? So here we go. So last month's teaser showed a crude helmet detailed with horn. These are the helmets of the warriors of Khazad Dûm, evil man in the service of the Witch King. No, it doesn't say it there. Where is it? That's not what we have to show. Oh no! In celebration of Articon, the world's largest Middle-earth gaming event, which is happening this weekend, we're going to reveal the cover of the next Middle-earth supplement, as well as all the remaining miniatures that will be accompanying it. So yeah, it's not all the new profiles; it's all the new miniatures. So it doesn't seem like we're getting anything else. Which is, I don't know. Because the way that I see it, I can show you guys right now, actually. Give me 1 sec. Maybe I can't show you. No, I can show you. Here we go. So this is my pack of Arnold Warriors. If you guys don't know, there are 4 sculpts of each. Sorry, there are 4 sculpts of Arnold Warriors, right? So let me just come back here. So we have Arnold Warriors. They used to come in a 3-pack like this. There are 4 sculpts. So if they're bringing back the original metal sculpts in a, like, say there's like a warband like they usually do. So there's going to be a captain, there'll be a banner, and there'll be 12 warriors. So there'll be 3 identical poses of each in each warband. There are posability options, so you can put the arms in different positions. I have seen that. So there are, you can do a little bit of variety with each of them. But yeah, I'm surprised that they've only done that. I think, obviously, these guys are very. Oh, actually, let me just switch back. Sorry, guys, I forgot to switch back. Obviously, these guys are very reminiscent to the Black Dragons. That came out for the Eastlings, like a pack of 6 with a banner, with a captain, that kind of stuff, or like a a leader sort of. So I think that they're going to be around the same price, which is probably the amount that a. Okay, let me ask you a question in the chat, guys. Would you rather a pack like this for Arnold, so six sculpts? So 6 separate sculpts. So you have like 2 different choices in a warband, but they're Forge World resin. Or for the same price, would you rather the warriors returning in a warband, because they're probably going to be around the same price, I assume. Maybe there might be a little bit more. Or would you prefer the warriors returning, but they're basically you get 3 different sculpts in a warband for the same price. So you either get double the amount of models for the same price, or you get entirely new sculpts from Forge World. I think that's a pretty cool question to have. I think that's a pretty cool question to ask. And obviously in the warband, I assume this is what they're going to do because that's what they've done for everyone. I assume they'll bring the 4 sculpts of Arnold warriors. They'll have 12 of them in a pack, so 3 of each, and then they'll have the banner and the captain. And then I assume they'll bring back Arvidu and Malbeth as well, something like that. So yeah, good question, Josh. But yeah, like I said, yeah, I completely agree with the AOS vibes because of the color scheme. The red is very AOS. But like I said, I showed you that picture before, and I'll show you again. This one here. This one here. Can you guys see that? This one here. I'll be painting my guys like this because this is how they look in War in the North. I think that makes them look a lot better than that. Just in my opinion, but that's the way I'll be painting mine. If that makes sense. Brandon Muzzy says, so maybe there's a chance for Talion. I doubt it because that is quite law breaking. Though you know, if you want to talk about law breaking, then War in the North isn't really a thing. But you know, but I guess you could. But I doubt it. Josh says I'm the same. If they ever release updated plastic or Forge World High Elves, I'll be buying a stupid amount of them. I completely agree, dude. I completely agree. I also could see. Now this is a wild theory, guys. So you know we've only been talking about Rudal Warriors, and we're already on a massive tangent here, right? This is what I was like on my videos. It's like I've got to stop myself from talking because I'll just keep talking forever. I think if they're doing a new starter set, if it's all new plastics, if they're gonna do updated sculpts, I've got a feeling if they're doing this big reinvestment into Middle Earth, I think there's a possibility for a new. Where is it? I think there's a possibility for a new one of these. I think if they're going to do it at any point, they're going to be doing it with a new edition. If they're reinvesting into the game, because how big of a success this was back in the day, you know, even if they just bought out the old sculpts for the magazine, can you imagine how many people would get into it if they redid like one of these for for now? Bring in some of the new sculpts, bring in some of the old sculpts, and how many. Sorry guys, how many people would be buying this? I know I'd buy a few sets. I'm sure you guys would as well. That's my theory. I think it's a possibility. I think if they're going to do it at any point, they're going to be doing it with this new edition. But who knows? Who knows? That's just a wild theory. I need a drink, guys, because my throat's getting sore. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, another great question, Cole. Josh, sorry. Random Aussie says, surely there's a new starter. They definitely won't include anything that isn't plastic in starters these days. It's just a matter of if they're 2003 plastics or 2024 plastics. Yeah, I completely agree, Aussie. Back in the day, they used to do like these battle host sets, and they would do like back in like 2006, I think, for Legions of Middle Earth. I think that's what they came out for first. They came out for Legions of Middle Earth, which is a great little book that's got like some some profiles and not profiles, just like some maybe it did come with profiles. I don't have the book at the moment with me, but it came like with different profiles for stuff that we haven't seen in the game before. I think it might even come with werewolves and stuff in there, and hill trolls. But there was like battle hosts for like they might have been called battle hosts, but they came with both plastic and metal. that's not what GW does these days. They're transferring everything to plastic or forged wood resin. If they bring out a set or a starter set or some kind of bundle deal set, all they have is plastic. So, like, you know, the new battle hosts that we have for SBG, they're all plastic. They're all plastic heroes. They're all plastic troops. So yeah, unfortunately, that does seem the way. Like, again, from what we've heard so far from, you know, different people on the internet, again, I want to take this with a very big pinch of salt. If it does happen, we are getting new plastics. Like, you know, in this new starter set, like new Rohan, new Dunland, you know. I don't want to hype anyone up. I'm not hyping myself up, but if that happens, it's big. I think this could be a game changer, guys. Like, it could be a big... You wouldn't want to... Like, this is the best time to be in the hobby. And I know everyone's talking ill about the new edition, like, you know, if they're going to be changing it up, that kind of stuff. Like I said in go check out yesterday's video if you guys want to go check it out, if you haven't already. But I think that if it is a new starter set with all new plastics, I think it could be the best time to get into the game. Unlike, you know, if they're investing this much into the game, doing new plastic kits, I don't see why they wouldn't keep doing it. And I think it, like I said, it could be a turning point for the game. Because I know some people have wanted to get into the game, but like they're all like everyone's like saying, oh, they're all like, you know, we've been playing the game for so long, right? That that's the you know, the sculpts are really nice. Like they're classic sculpts, right? But a lot of people that want to get into the game, like these are old sculpts. Like, you know, are they just gonna, you know? I know some people who want to get into the game, but won't because they haven't got new sculpts. So I think this might be a reason for a lot of people to get into the game if they do new plastic sculpts. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat. Goncalo, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, dude. What's your favorite army in the game? I have many, dude. I'm a narrative player, so I don't have a favorite army to use. I just love the thematic, and if it's thematic, if it's themey, if it's narrative, that's what I prefer. So yeah, I don't really have a favorite army, if I gotta say. I've got a few favorite armies, to be fair. But what's my biggest army at the moment is my Easterlings. That's my biggest army. Over 2,000 points. And growing. Okay, so here we go. So, just realised he says full warband in metal, thanks. Spartan says full as well. So you guys... So let me get this straight. You guys would prefer these guys coming back into circulation in a warband size, so 12 metal warriors with the metal banner and the metal captain, then rather getting 6 forge rod resin, because that's the way they seem to be going, 6 new forge rod resin sculpts. I can see that. And you know, they're classic sculpts. They're obviously, you know, dated, back from 2006, but they're awesome little sculpts. And like I said, they're posed. The arms are posability, so you can make them look a little bit different. Random Aussie says the Arnold cavalry are already going to be expensive enough, and you'll need multiple captains at high points anyway. Yeah, that's true. I assume. Does it say in Agandir's profile, is he a hero of valor? He definitely is not a hero of legend. I think he might be a hero of valor or fortitude. So it's either 15 or 12. So I would imagine him with like 12 knights, and then Arvadu and Malbeth, they'll lead the warriors. Aranarth will probably lead the rangers. It's a cool little force going on there. Cool little force. Josh says, personally, I'd always prefer updated sculpts. Yeah, I'd rather new plastic over forge rod, but I'll take forge rod if it means they get a refresh. Fair enough. I completely understand that. No, yeah, because I had a feeling if they were going to do this, they would do new forge rod sculpts for the Arnold Warriors, and then bring the old Arnold Warriors back as like a made to order. So if you wanted the old metal ones to go with your existing army, or if you just wanted the old metal ones, like there's an option for you there. But yeah, it seems like they're just going to bring back the old metal ones, which is odd, if I gotta be honest. Considering that they've done new sculpts for Arnold Cavalry, I'm very surprised that they haven't done new foot sculpts. That's just me, though. That's just me. I bought these three, the Warriors of Arnold, to do a painting guide. So I'm going to be doing these over the next few weeks, figuring like more so for me than for you guys, but to figure out my color scheme. I think I figured it out already, and then I'll post it out on YouTube. So if you guys want to follow along. For everyone who's not, who's going to be starting an Arnold army, because I know a lot of people are, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be pretty cool. Random Aussie says, like the Muster of Rohan kit, I assume you mean. They had the rare Rohan captain. Yeah, the battle host. Yeah, so you had like, what was it, like the Legion of the White Hand, the Muster of Rohan, the Eastern Invaders, which was the Eastling one. Like you had so many of them. I wish they knew that they were awesome kits. And they were really good value as well. I remember one Christmas, I think it was like in 2006 or 2007, my grandpa, he got me like, it was when you got like if you bought like over a certain amount, you got like that massive box. It was like a red, black and white box, like with Warhammer symbols on the side. And they were perfect size to fit in it. So he got me the Mordor one and the Gondor one. And I remember building that over Christmas, back then, and having heaps of games with it. It was so much fun. So much fun. Ashley Newman, welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're doing well. The new boxes will all be will be all plastic. GW doesn't sell resin models in their stores anymore. Exactly, that's true. But I think people are just saying, like, is the new starter set that's going to be coming out, because it's pretty much obvious at the moment, and people have been saying it online, is the new starter set going to be existing plastics? Like, I don't know what they do if it's going to be Dunland, because apparently it's going to be Rohan vs Dunland. I don't know what they would do for that. Maybe Corsairs, because they look like Dunland. I don't know. But it seems more likely than not that it's going to be new plastic, which is quite exciting. But again, I don't want to get my hopes up. Just in case it doesn't happen. Josh says, yeah, that's the issue for a lot of people that aren't already invested into SBG. They like the IP, but the models for them have aged too much compared to the systems they play. Again, yeah, I completely agree, Josh. I think it's easier for us because like we've played it for so long. And like they're classic sculpts, or even if you've got coming back into the hobby, like after 10 or 20 years, they're classic sculpts, so you don't mind using them, like because they're the first things you ever did, right? You don't mind paying more, and it adds to your existing army, it blends into your existing army. But for new players who are actually just getting into the game, what would they prefer? New sculpts, from that are coming all the time for Age of Sigmar and 40k. Or 20, what Fellowship of the Ring's 23 years old this year, so 23-year-old sculpts for that. You can kind of understand. So that's what I'm saying. If it is going to be new plastics, I think it's going to be. I think this could be massive for the game. Massive for the game. Let me just get some water, guys. I'm chatting too much. My throat's getting weird. Sorry about that, guys. That's better. Gonchalo says, but you play competitive or only narrative? Also, the new starter set probably with the new models shown in that article. What you mean, this one? No, these. So, from what I've gathered, because every time something like this happens, I go on Instagram, Facebook, and see what comments are said by GW and all that. And as far as I know, every one of these models down here, these are all Forge World resin, as far as I can tell, which makes sense. I don't see any of these. when this article first dropped, I couldn't see anything of this coming in plastic. If it's going to be a plastic sculpt at the moment, plastic sculpts for the last few years have been like iconic sculpts, like, you know, characters that you see from the movies, and none of these are from the movies. So again, like I said, I couldn't see any of these in plastic, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be in plastic. So yeah, none of these will be from the new starter set. But yes, and yeah, I am a very narrative player, Gonchalo. I'm a very narrative player. I love doing scenarios. I would love to get to more tournaments, but the thing is, I'm a chef. I work on weekends, so it's very, very hard for me. I'm lucky to get to one tournament a year. I haven't been to one yet this year, unfortunately. I'm going to try to, but we'll see. We'll see. Brian says, I'm a fan of the old medals as well. Yeah, the old metal Arnold stuff is great. Very, very classic. Ozzy says, if it wasn't a Horde army, I wouldn't mind if they were forge rolled. Yeah, they're not. How much? Hang on, I've got the book here. Armies of the Lord of the Rings. Here we go. So we go to Arnor, which there you go. There's Angmar, Gulliver, Birdo, Orc Captain, Orc Shaman, Barrow-wight, Shade, Wild Rider, Cave Troll, Walk Warrior, Chieftain. Very much better Wild Wide. That'll be updated soon. Here we go. Arnor. So the Arnold army list, we have Arvidui, he's 80 points. Malbeth is 70, none of them can have any extra gear. Captain of Arnold for 55 points, which is a great little captain because he's a defense 7. You know, it's a really, really cool thing. They've all got Hatred Angmar, which, you know, makes sense. Warriors of Arnold are 8 points. You can swap the spear and the shield for a banner. That's all you can do. Obviously, they don't have any other war gear. So, that's all they can do. They don't have bows. They don't have swords. All they have. Oh no, they have swords. Sorry, but they don't have a sculpted on. So they have heavy armor, sword, spear, and shield. They don't have bows. Obviously, you got the Rangers of Arnold for that. So it's an interesting looking little army. 8 points for a base model with no upgrades, and except for a banner. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit hoardy. But you know, with the new Arnold Cavalry, who knows? The Arnold Cavalry, they could be like defense 7 cavalry. Well, what's the defense of normal Arnold warriors? Where was it? Where was Arnold? I assume the defense 7. Here we go. No, defense 6. So why the hell is the captain defense 7? That doesn't make any sense. They both have heavy armor and shields. I don't know. Anyway, you guys let me know in the chat why you guys think that. But so they're at least the knight's going to be at least defense 6. So I don't know how many points do you reckon a Knight of Honor is going to be, like 16 points maybe. 8 points for the warrior, and then 8 points or 10 points for a horse, maybe 18 points, we'll see. So that definitely helps. The new hero of course helps as well. So it's interesting. Josh says, "Oh yeah, it's not ideal at all. I get people's concerns with the price, etc. With Forge. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know what I prefer. I don't know what I prefer, to be honest. I'd love new sculpts, but I've also, you know, like I think the best way to do it. I mean, you're gonna piss people off either way. If you either just bring back the metal sculpts, which I think they're gonna be doing, they'll be like, why is there no new sculpts? And if we just get the sculpts, they'll be like, oh, well, I want the metal warriors, you know, and you know these are too expensive, so they can't win out either way. The way that I thought they were going to do it, like I said, is bring new sculpts out in Forge World resin, and then do a made to order that brings these guys back in like a warband size. But there you go. They can't win either way. Hey Vanders, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Are they announcing the release date soon? Probably in the Christmas, but so from what my guess, I don't think I've said this on a video yet. My optimistic guess is that they'll come out late September, early October. That's my optimistic guess. My realistic guess is late October, early November. I think with the rise of Angmar, they might want to go around Halloween like they did with the Fallen Necromancer supplement. You know, when they brought out the Ruins of Dol Guldur, all that kind of stuff. So I think they could do around October, like Halloween-ish kind of thing, because it is kind of spooky. And I think that new edition probably will drop maybe December, because they probably want to go around the hype of the movie. So obviously this will be coming out before that. So I'm expecting I'm going to set a frame, and again, my complete and utter guess, between the end of September and the start of November. I reckon around October-ish. I think that's when we'll see it. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? Probably similar to Knights of Gondor. I think they're 14 or 15 points. I can check for you. We have Knights of Gondor 13 points, 14 points with a shield, and they can take banners, which I don't think. Oh, that would be nice. Can you a knight of Arnold with a banner? That could be cool, but they probably won't have it on their profile. So there you go. Vender says, I'm doing good, but just working, man. What about you? Yeah, just busy, dude. Just busy. Gonchalo says, what do you recommend after getting the Battle of Osgiliath box? If you want to go down those routes, I would recommend, if you're just starting the game out, I would then recommend to get either the Minas Tirith Battle Host or the Mordor Battle Host, because it adds on to those existing collections. I would also recommend getting that, Armies of the Lord of the Rings. Obviously it comes with all the profiles, although I recommend not getting it yet. Wait till the new edition drops and then buy it, because there's going to be a new one. Do not buy it yet, because it'll be gone within a few months. So don't buy it yet. Do not buy it yet. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Josh says, with the new supplement and new edition, do you think Angmar gets a bit of a nerf to its base faction with all that's coming out? In the right hands, Angmar are very strong. That's before all the new stuff. Yeah, I think with all the new stuff coming out, it's going to be obviously there's new models coming out. People are going to play it. There's going to be a new Legendary Legions. There's a Birder Legendary Legion. There'll probably be something else as well. So I think it definitely opens Angmar up for other players, for existing players, for new players. Like I'm staying at Angmar army, I'm staying at Arnor army. That's obviously for all the scenarios and all that, like for the channel itself as well. So I definitely know what you mean, because there are the people who used to play Angmar, who played Angmar very well. I know people who played Angmar without a shade, and they did very, very well in tournaments, because they can work things in, like Barrow-wights, Spectres, like they can use those kind of things. Obviously, like the Witch King, really good in that as well. See, I definitely think that. I think the Legendary Legions could either be really, really strong, or I think they'll probably need a nerf. I can already see it already happening. Like we haven't seen the new profiles yet, but I definitely think it could be along those lines. I think it definitely opens Angmar up. Not so much Arnor, because Arnor's not getting too much. They're getting what? Aranath, they're getting Knights of Arnor, and they're getting Agandir, whatever his name is. So it doesn't open Arnor up too much, although it will, because they're going to be getting their warriors back. So people who haven't got Arnor will be able to buy Arnor. But it definitely opens Angmar up more. Angmar's definitely got the better sword of the straw here. Yeah, I think Angmar's definitely got the best take out of this supplement. Vender says, sounds good. Just put up reading Fellowship of the Night. Got to get some sleep for work, but just got up to where they're talking about going into the Moria. Yeah, it's gonna get good after that, Vanders. So, I don't know, is that before or after the Warg attack? Spoilers if you haven't got to that bit. Actually, that might be before, so spoilers. it's you get into good parts, Vanders. You get into good parts. So yeah, let's continue on. Just before, I think. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, enjoy it, Vanders. It's pretty cool stuff coming up. All right, so yeah, so we have the rise of Angmar. That was that's all we'll talk about Rudar Warriors and how long we are. I think we're like almost an hour into the stream. That's good progress. So we have the rise of Angmar supplement, guys. Let me know what you guys think. So we have a 112-page supplement. Again, I'm going to get distracted here because Defense of the North. Defense of the North is 111 pages, not including this bit. So it's going to be around the similar size as Defense of the North. And what Defense of the North had 22 scenarios, if I've got to be honest. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so Defense of the North had 18 scenarios. 6 Legendary Legion had an appendix scenario. Oh no, so it did have 22 scenarios because it had 4 appendix scenarios. So I had 22 scenarios with 4 appendix scenarios, 6 Legendary Legions, like 16 new profiles. So I assume Rise of Angmar is going to be very similar to Defense of the North size, which is good because I love Defense of the North. It's really good. Gandalf himself has joined the chat. Welcome, Gandalf. How are you doing, mate? Aragorn just mentioned Wargs. Yeah, that's cool, Vandus. That's cool too. So yeah, it covers the events of Angmar's founding, the Witch King's rise to power, and his wars with the Kingdom of Arnor. This book also included an appendix section following the chieftains of the Dunedain before the final years of the Third Age. Very cool. Exciting, obviously. What do you guys think? What Legendary Legions do you expect? We know there's going to be a Birdo Legion. We know there's going to be a obviously some appendix stuff in there as well. So Angmar's founding, I don't really know too much about it. I've been meaning to go into like a bit of detail and like do a video on it, like what we could expect to see scenario wise, and I meant to do like a speculation video about what we would see like unit wise and all that, but they brought it out too soon. Yeah, about the Witch King's rise to power and his wars with the Kingdom of Arnor. I expect there to be a Legendary Legion with Glorfindel. Glorfindel and Ayana, because obviously Ayana comes with well, I don't know what the phrase is, but he comes up with like a host of ships that docks in Linden. Is it Linden? Is Linden maybe not a thing at that point? I honestly don't know, but like he brings up a massive navy, and his army's so big that it like covers 3 ports. So that's kind of insane. That's a massive army. Random Aussie says maybe an Arathorn Legion with the twins. Yeah, it's a very possibility. It's a big possibility. Yeah, you'll definitely see something with Arathorn here, because isn't it in the old Ruin of Arnor book is 6 scenarios, and one of the last ones is like Arathorn being killed or something. It's like the one that like Birdo kills Arathorn or something, which I don't think. Arathorn dies by orcs in the book, I believe. But yeah, so very cool nonetheless. Yeah, Linden Grey Havens, yeah, that's what I thought. Because isn't it after Numenor drowns, Linden gets like, some of it goes underwater or something like that? I honestly, yeah, I can never remember. I've only read it so many times. So there we go. So let's move on. So we have Aldrak, Warlord of Khan Doom. Very cool model. Obviously works well with these guys. Same aesthetic as War in the North. Again, the paint job doesn't do it well, I think. I think it makes it look, again, a lot more Sigmar-y. So, obviously that doesn't help with the paint job. Like I said, my paint job would look a little bit better. But he does have Battle Frenzy. So I think we're doing this to mostly have a chat with the rules and that kind of stuff, guys. So When he goes to war, Aldrak is driven into a wild battle frenzy, allowing him to declare a free heroic combat so long as he kills something in the previous turn. What do you guys think about that? How do you guys think that could work? Like, I think this guy... Let's have a bit of a discussion. So I think this guy is going to have... I think he'll have Burly, or he'll have a hand and a half weapon. I think it'll probably be a hand and a half weapon. I don't think it'll be Master Forged. I think he could be Burly. Can you imagine this guy just going around, just bullying Arnor warriors? Because what, he's pretty beefy, so I'm guessing he's probably going to be like what, Strength 4 or Strength 5, with Burly wounding warriors of Arnor on 4s, possibly. That's kind of insane. Gonchala says, do you think they will add Rings of Power stuff in the game? No, I don't think so now. I think again, it's always a possibility, but I don't think they're going to be doing it for some time. Not with this War of the Rohirrim announcement. Yep, Orcs killed Arathorn. Think Hill Trolls killed his dad. The GW combined or mixed them up, I guess. Yeah, I think it kind of got a bit muddled. Probably Burly, hand and a half, yeah. So what, he's probably going to be Strength 4 or Strength 5. Warriors of Arnor are probably... they're D6. So this guy's probably winning them on 4s or 5s. Probably, what, 3 attacks? 3 might, 2 will, 2 fate, something like that, I reckon. Maybe 2 might. Although he's the Warlord of Khandoom, so yeah, maybe 3 might, 2 will, 2 fate. Something along those lines. So what, wounding Warriors of Arnor on 4s. Going around just smashing up Warriors of Arnor. That's what I'd do him for. I wouldn't even put him into... You could probably do him into captains, because he'd be winning them on 5s. And like, even if he's Strength 4, he'll still be winning them on 5s if he's got Burly. So I think you could still, like, don't worry about putting him into like massive heroes. Probably Fight 5, I would say. I don't think he's Fight 6. I think he'll be Fight 5. And obviously, like, you know, with all the little, you know, specters and shades and, you know, Barrow White, all that kind of stuff. It's you just stick like a Barrow White or a specter next to him. Just they two can be like best friends and just go around the board, just bullying people, getting free hero is it free hero combat? Yeah, free hero combat. So just bumping into warriors, just killing warriors left, right, and center, pretty much. Any possibility of seeing Morgoth in the future? No. No, Morgoth's very much a Silmarillion thing, and the GW don't have the rights. They pretty much have the... I think GW has the rights to pretty much what everyone else has. So, like, they can use the Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings, and the appendices. I think, anyway. Depends on how much GW you want to sell, I guess. I'd assume Fight 5. Yeah, exactly. I think he's either Fight 4 or Fight 5. He's definitely not Fight 6. I don't think he's... I think he's Fight 5. I'm gonna guess it now. Fight 5, Strength 5, or Strength 4 with Burly, or Strength 5. Hand and a half weapon. Probably Defense 5, because he's pretty beefy. Maybe defense. Maybe his like weakness is that he's only like Defense 4. So he could go down easily to like archery, that kind of stuff. But he's probably Defense 5, even though he's got like hardly like no armor. Has he got a shield? He's got a shield, so he's definitely he's probably at least Defense 5. I didn't notice he's actually got a shield. So yeah, he's probably Defense 4 base with a shield, Defense 5. So probably Fight 5, Strength 5, Defense 5. 2 attacks. I don't know what the courage would be. Probably courage 4 or 5. It might be 5s in all the right places. 5/5, strength 5, defense 5, courage 5. And yeah, I think probably like either 3 or 2 might, 2 will, 2 fate, something like that. That's my guess anyway. Fraish, I'm going to call him Fraish, Vassal of the Witch King. Very, very cool model again. I think he's very, very cool. Can't wait to paint this guy up. So his incantations of power, he chants, are able to conjure strength, swiftness, and durability within those who follow him. Again, so he doesn't have any spells, but he can use those things. I assume it's going to be something like Thranduil's Circlet of Kings, where he doesn't have any magical powers, but he can use what he can use. He can use Aura, or is it Aura of Dismay? Is it Aura of Dismay and Nature's Wrath or something like that? Once per game. I think it'll be something like that. It'll be like cast on an automatic 6 or something like that. So he won't be able to cast any spells, but he can use an ability essentially to make him cast spells. That's what I think anyway. Aranath, of course, very, very cool model. Chieftain of the Dunedain special rule. Not really sure what that's about. Probably something like Halbarad. Or even Imrahil, like a 6-inch banner for Dunedain. Maybe a fight value buff and a strength buff, or not a strength buff, but a banner. Maybe a courage buff as well. Expect shot, so he can shoot twice as well, which is cool. Highly doubt we'll get first age stuff. Lord of the Rings, Rise to Funky. Yeah, I agree. I guess he's going to be a fairly squishy glass cannon. Yeah, I definitely think that's the way he's going to be. He'll be like a hand grenade. Put him in there, see what he can do. Let him bash some stuff up, and then he'll die pretty quickly though if you target him. All right, so we have Aranath here. Very, very cool. I'll be interested to see if he's in Arnor and all the ranges. I mean, he's first chieftain of the Dunedain, so I assume he's going to be Arnor, because he's Arbadui's son. So I assume he'll be Arnor, and I'm going to guess he's probably going to have a legion. I assume he's going to have a legion. Maybe. I don't know. Josh says, I reckon strength 4 with Burley. Got a feeling the troops with shields will be defense 5. So he'll be defense 6, but they are lightly armoured, so not sure they should be. Then again, those late town survivors get defense 5 with shields. Yeah, that's weird, eh? But I mean, like, to be fair, if we go back up, they're not that armoured, they're just clothed. Yeah, I don't know. I reckon... What if they're all burly? What if they're all burly? Maybe they're like defense 3 base, defense 4 with a shield, so they're like really squishy. But they've got burly, so they're like really strong. Have we had any troops with burly before? Has that been a thing? I'm trying to think. Like, just like basic troops. Have any troops ever been burly before? That could be interesting. That could make him, like, viable. Because, like, burly with, like, I assume that's going to be a mace. That could be fun. Don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there have ever been any burly troops. I think there's only ever been burly heroes. So imagine, like... Because they're definitely not mastercrafted. So imagine these Khandoom warriors, or like Khandoom in general, just have like burly. I guess these guys probably be like, maybe they even only fight 3? Fight 3 or fight 4? Probably maybe fight 3. So maybe they're like really bad, but they're really strong. Like defense 4, like defense 3 normally, but defense 4 with a shield. So they're really vulnerable to like archery and that kind of stuff. But if you get them into combat, then they're gonna wreck face. Bayornings have Burley. You are right, aren't you, Josh? I've got defensive north here. So if that is true, yeah, you're right. Special rules Burley. But again, they are 20 points each. Bayornings are 20 points each, which I don't think these guys won't be 20 points each. But you never know. You never know. And you know, Bayornings have hand and a half axe and dagger, but the Bayornings are very large people. Had to check the book because I've been playing them with Burley for a while. I thought I may have been cheating. Yeah, I completely forgot about Bayornings. Clansmen have a rule where if you roll a 6, you can keep it, but not special. Oh, hang on, let me have a look. Where's it? Where's the? Here. So it says only others would be monsters. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, obviously, you know, apart from monsters. So we have the fiefdoms. So the honor of Ramadon. Oh no, broadsword. So this is a two-handed sword. Additionally, if a model that is fighting with a broadsword scores a natural roll of a 6 in a dual roll, they do not apply the penalty for using a two-handed weapon. The thing is, though, these aren't two-handed weapons. From what we can see, like that looks like it's not even a two-handed weapon, because he's holding the shield in one hand and holding the mace with the other. So I don't know. Like I said, maybe they're really, really weak, like defense-wise and like fight-wise. But if you get them into combat, they're just like seriously strong. Possibly. I think that could be fun. I think that could be a lot of fun. So where were we? What were we even talking about? Gonchalo, do I stream games? I haven't, like, you know, like computer games, dude, or like battle reports. I haven't done any battle reports on the channel yet, but I am in the works of doing my first one for a series coming out very soon. So very, very exciting stuff. Like I said, I've got the next month of content planned for the channel. Like at least 2 videos a week and a stream a week. So like quite a bit of content coming up. Narrative or battle reports. Yeah. I'll be yeah, they're coming. They're coming, dude. They are definitely coming. Because yeah, we'll be doing our Battle Games Middle Earth series. Finally starting up next month. I'm excited. But yeah. So there we have Aranuth. The Shadow of Ruda. I think this is a cool model. I don't know what you guys think. I think this is a very cool model. I think I might paint it more like a Barrow White. I think it definitely looks a bit more. Just the color scheme is a bit Sigmar-y, like a Nighthaunt. That's just me though. You know, I could be wrong. But for me personally, I'm gonna paint it up more like a Barrow White. I've got a couple Barrow Whites actually. I think I've got like 6 of them. I think somewhere, possibly. So yeah, I'll paint this because this guy's a Barrow White. Not in day, he's a Barrow White. Of some sort. So I'll definitely paint him up at that, something like that. He has his own dark magics appearing as a Herald of Doom. What does Herald of Doom mean? What do you guys think? What does Herald of Doom mean? I think it's the paint scheme I don't like. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a beautiful model. I think it's just the paint scheme. Again, like with the Khan Doom stuff, I think it's just a paint scheme. I completely agree with that, dude. Completely agree. But Herald of Doom. So those confronted by this special being We'll see the resolve ebb away and the winds of fate seemingly abandon them. So, obviously something to do with courage. I did hear about, I think it might have been on Harry's podcast, on Angmar, where, I don't know if it was Harry or someone else, but they're saying that if you're maybe within 3 or 6 inches, or if you're in combat with this guy, you can't use fate points. I think that could be a very cool idea. I think that's a very cool idea. I'm not going to take it as my own, but I think that's a very cool idea. Brian says, I do like the shadow, I like the dark green, but think I would paint him as a barrow white as well. Yeah, I agree. I think that that's the kind of colour that I want to do for my Angmar orcs, for their robes. I don't know how to do that though. Don't know how to accomplish that. Is that one of King of the Dead's rules by any chance? Herald of Doom. Let's have a look. I've got the book here, so we can look at this kind of stuff nice and easily. King of the Dead. I don't think he's got Herald of Doom. He's got Drained Soul, the Dead of the Living, and Spectral Walk. So no. Imagine if this guy has Drained Soul. That'd be hilarious. Thinking of something else. Yeah, let's have... Maybe it's got something to do with Angmar. Where is Angmar? Angmar. So, let's go through all of it. So, the Tainted... Nope. The Dwemer Lake... Nope. Gorvar has Immortal Hunger, Strength of Body, Strength of Will. Birdo, led by example. I think Birdo's going to get a new profile. I think Birdo's going to get an updated profile. The Shade has Chill Aura. So that's not that. Angmar Orcs has Withering and Still Fear. So yeah, nothing. Yeah, Dead Marsh Spectres have a Felllight is in them, but yeah, nothing about that. Nothing about that, unfortunately. So yeah, I think it's something that obviously, I don't know. Herald of Doom sounds like an aura, like a special rule of some kind, not like an ability, but like an aura of something. We'll see. Pretty sure Birdo's already got a base size increase. Well, speaking of Birdo, Aussie, he is right here. He's a very cool model. So much, I think, like, this is an updated model. This is an upgrade, for sure. Obviously, Forge World resin. You can see the iron ore helmet on the base. Now, seeing that this is an iron ore helmet here, we can kind of like put it into perspective. Hang on. I'm going to be tricksy right now. Do I have a tape measure somewhere? I don't think I do. I don't know where it is. What about a ruler? I want to see if I can try and do force perspective. Oh, here we go. I have a ruler here. I'm going to try and do force perspective on the screen. So, iron ore helmet's about that big. I think it's a 60mm base, guys. I think he's gone from a 40 to a 60. I think he's the same size as a Mortal Troll now. The same base as a Mortal Troll. That's just from doing that. That's like no reason whatsoever. Although I do have a Mortal Troll here. Right here. He's like been in the works for like the last over a year. He's been like this for over a year now. So having an Arnold head on a base. You know what? Yeah, I reckon it's a 60mm base, guys. I'm gonna lock it in, Eddie. I reckon it'll be a 60mm base. I reckon it'll be a 60mm base just from doing that and nothing else. Birdo's boys better be the medalist. Birdo's boys. How you doing, my boys? Do you think the hill trolls will replace the cave trolls in the Arnold army list that they may fit in a bit better in the Angmar army list? Possibly. Possibly. It'd be cool if they had them both. Well, let's talk about it now. So we have Birdo has a new legendary legion that focuses around him and his unrelenting horde, utilizing his impressive cunning to gain an advantage over his foes. So obviously Birdo in a legendary legion along with these guys, and as you guys can see, they are pretty much cave trolls. All in all, they're cave trolls they're updated cave trolls with cloth. You can see in the face. They are generally updated cave trolls. If you didn't have all that cloth over them, they'd basically be a cave troll. But yeah, I could see these guys replacing cave trolls in the list. You might still get cave trolls, but I mean hill trolls would be more thematic, so maybe they will replace them. Quite possibly. I think they're very, very cool models though. I can't wait to paint these guys up. They're going to be a lot of fun to paint. I think there's a very, very cool little army there. Birdo, a couple of hill trolls. Because what Birdo at the moment, he's what? How much is Birdo? I think we went too far. No. Birdo is 110 points at the moment. He's 5'6", 4+ shoot value, move 6, strength 6, defense 6, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 4, 3 might, 1 will, 1 fate. Interesting. See, he already has a rule called lead by example. Seeing Birdo wreaking havoc upon his foes spurs the orcs that follow him on to share the destruction he brings. In a turn in which Birdo slays an enemy hero or monster model in combat, all friendly Angmar orc models and troll models within 6 inches of him count as being in range of the battle. That's kind of cool. See, I've never used Birdo, so I don't really know his rules. So that's very cool. He's got Heroic Strength, and Heroic Challenge, which is very thematic that he's got Heroic Challenge. He's a Hero of Valor, so he can lead 15. Can you imagine Birdo leading 15 hill trolls? Oh, that'd be hilarious. Birdo leading 15 hill trolls, that'd be kind of something. And I can already see some conversion material here with these hill trolls to get like a few of them. I could see that. So, unlike cave trolls or mortal trolls, these creatures possess a keener mind, and their hill troll intelligence, something also shared by Birdo, allows them to combat their enemies more effectively. What do you guys think about this? What do you think hill troll intelligence is? I'd love to get your thoughts and theories on it, guys. What do you think? If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be very much appreciated, guys. So my theory on hill troll intelligence is that what's the one thing that trolls always lack on? It's against magic, right? So I think they're probably going to have a what's it called? Hobbits have got it. I think they're going to have resistance to magic. I think they're going to have resistance to magic, in my opinion. Something to do along those lines, I think. Because the big thing about trolls is that you just immobilize them. I think it's resistance to magic, perhaps. Yeah, hoping magic resists too. Yeah. So I think something along those lines about like resistance to magic or something. Yeah, something like that. I think it'd be very, very cool. And last but not least, we have werewolves. Something we were actually talking about in one of the last few streams, because we went through this little book called The War of the Ring, and in here in the Angmar section, got the Angmar section right here. Very, very cool model thing there. Very cool. We have werewolves. Werewolves right here. So hang on. Do you guys want to see something very cool? I just figured this out. So it says here, it's instead appear as great vicious wolves. Such as the ferocity of these werewolves that when they pounce, their feral charge, which is an ability, right, can send their foes sprawling to the ground. In this profile, they have a special rule called feral charge. That's very, very cool. I noticed that before. Huh. That's kind of cool. So obviously they looked at this and be like, yep, that's a cool special rule, let's use that. Not all his servants and chattels are raves. There are orcs and trolls, and there are wargs and werewolves. Gandalf, the Lord of the Rings. So here, they are movement 10, fight value 7, strength 5, defense 4, 8 attacks, which would be 4 attacks each, rare 2 and courage 4. So maybe could they be really strong guys? Maybe, well, they are werewolves. Could they be like 5 value 7? That would be insane. I'm just trying to see if there's any other, like, what 5 value is like LSR in here. Boromir's fight 6, like normal. Aragorn's fight 7 here. Fight 5. Elendil's fight 10 in here, that's kind of insane. So, maybe they're like really strong guys. Maybe they're like... Because if they're going to go off by this profile here, which I don't think they will, but they could be really fast, so movement 10. What's a normal movements? Move 6, and for cavalry, move 6, cavalry, cavalry. Move 10. So maybe they're like movement 10, fight value 7, which I don't think they'll be 5 value 7. I reckon they'll probably be 5 value 5 or 6. They could be strength 5. They could be defense 4 because they don't have any armor. They don't have any like hide or anything. Maybe they've got like 3 attacks each. And courage 4. I could see them having courage 4. And the special they have Indomitable, they have terror. So I reckon these guys are going to have terror. And feral charge. A charging werewolf pack receives plus d6 bonus dice in the ensuing 5 phase rather than plus 1. So that's kind of cool. So basically what this means, like, when they charge, they get, instead of like, I know War of the Rings is a little bit different, but that's kind of cool. So imagine when they charge, you know, when you win a fight and you get to make double strikes. Imagine if instead of making an extra strike, you make an extra d3 instead. So like, instead of making double strikes, you might do 4 strikes instead, or 3 or 2. That could be kind of cool. That's a different kind of rule. That's very cool. Josh says, I'm hoping they don't have one of those rules where you have to charge an enemy, just limits them a bit. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that. I don't think they have to charge an enemy. Because it doesn't say anything like that. It just says a feral charge can send their foes sprawling to the ground. So I assume if it's I assume it's gonna be something like the Goat Riders. So like when you charge in, if you roll a 5+, then you knock them to the ground. Like before the fight. So that way, if they win, they can only stand up. They can't strike you. I assume it's going to be something like that. Josh says, I think they'll be 5/5. Surely their arms are nearly the size of a Moran Orc's torso. 5 value, I think, is mat 6. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be fight. It says they're 5/7 in here. I don't think they'll be 5/7. Yeah, it's interesting for sure. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they could be like really good, like hero killers, but they're like really weak, so you can just shoot them. Because like if they're only defense 4, like you just shoot them and they'll go down pretty easily. I think that could be fun. I think that could be a lot of fun. So yeah, there we go, guys. That is that's all the new things. So let me know in the chat, what's your favorite? What's your favorite new thing in this article? So we've got the Khandoom Warriors, the supplement, obviously. Aldrak, we've got Fraish, we've got Aranath, the Shadow of Rudar, Verda, the Hill Trolls, or the Werewolves. What's your favorite thing from this article? Would love to know. Would love to know, guys. How long have we been going for? An hour and a half. Jeez, I wasn't expecting it to. I was expecting like to have like a half an hour chat about this, but you know, it's been good. It's been good. Brian says all of the above. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite is. I think probably werewolves are up there. Not because of the look of them. I think they look alright. You know, I don't know else what to, you know, expect a werewolf to look like. I think werewolves, because like we were talking about it recently, like in the War of the Ring book, and like they just, and you know, and they come out. So, and I've been talking about these for like ever since like we found, like I figured out that like, you know, it was going to be an Angmar supplement. That, you know, just imagine, like, then they'll do, like, imagine if they're werewolves, but they'll never do werewolves. But look, we've got werewolves. The Hill Trolls, I love. Again, another thing I was talking about, like either snow trolls or hill trolls that could come out. and you know it does come out. Berta's very cool. I like the old model, but this model is very cool as well. Shadow of Rudar's cool. He's probably not one of my favorites, but you know, probably just the paint job. You know, no offense to whoever painted it. I want to use that that like greenish robes on my Angmar orcs, so I've got to try and figure out how that works. And Aranath, probably Aranath. I think Aranath, the Hill Trolls, and the Werewolves are my top 3. I don't know which order though, because I also said, like, imagine if they do Aranath as well. I said this to, like, you know, when like my local GW manager, I was like, I just imagine if they do like Aranath and like werewolves and hill trolls and all that kind of stuff. I was like, surely they're not gonna do all of that. But yeah, they did. They did. From the specific article, Aranath from the entire supplement, the new orc should be quite the laugh. Oh, you mean the new orc, the Nazthrak. Josh says the werewolves for me, I think, and that spirit model. Yeah, they're freaking awesome. It just really unlocks Angmar, and like Angmar's definitely got the better draw here than Arnor. They got so much new stuff. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the new one, 8, the new orc, and then Arnor's got Aranath, Agandir, the Knights of Arnor, and then Arnor as well. So, I mean, but that's not really Arnor. But that's, you know, obviously Angmar got the better straw for this supplement for sure. I mean, the supplement's called the Rise of Angmar, so I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Kind of makes sense. And then before we move on, we kind of talked about it before, but the new edition. Let's have a quick chat about this, guys. I think we already chatted about it before. So yeah, very exciting time for fans of Lord of the Rings and Hobbit can look forward to refreshed and updated rules for the game and their armies. There'll be shiny new rules manual to go along with the new edition, as well as a new supplement for the armies of Lord of the Rings and armies of Hobbit. So do not, if you're starting the game now, do not buy this. Just wait. Do not buy this right now. Do not buy it. Or buy it if you want, and you know, it's always a nice little reference to previous editions, and you know, there's a cool few scenarios at the back. You know, it's always good. Each will contain the rules to the miniatures from the respective movie trilogies. Every profile has been reworked so that units and characters' actions and on-screen presence and even better represented on the tabletop, and your adventures in Middle-earth feel exactly as they should. We'll have loads more to share in the coming weeks, so stay tuned to Warmake Community for all the latest updates. So, they have also put out, guys, I don't know if any of you guys saw this, but they have said that we will know more about the new edition and about the Rise of Angmar supplement by the end of this month. There'll be more news about it. So that's exciting. I don't know what that means. The new edition, I think they could start to go into detail about it, that kind of stuff. The Rise of Angmar may be talking about the actual book itself, like what kind of scenarios are in there, what kind of legendary legions are in there. Maybe some teasers for the profiles. Could be cool. So that's kind of cool. So let me know what you guys would like to see about that. And also, guys, I think this is really interesting here. Every profile has been reworked so that units and characters' actions and on-screen presence are even better represented on the tabletop, and your adventures in Middle-earth feel exactly as they should. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? And this is why this is why I've said in my video that they have, 99.9% sure they have not changed the core game whatsoever, because it doesn't say they've it doesn't say that they've redone the entire thing. They've said they've reworked it. Every profile has been reworked. That's not like completely new profiles. If they were changing the entire core system of the game, like, say, into something like Age of Sigmar or into 40k, then they would have to make entirely new profiles. These profiles have just been reworked. So I think the mainstay, the core system that everyone's dreading that's going to change, I'm 99.9% convinced that's not changing. Definitely not changing. So what I would like to know, guys, from you guys in the chat, is what would you guys like to see? Like, what kind of new profiles, like rebalancing, like, what do you guys want to see? Like, special rules for different characters, new rules for the actual game itself, like the updated rules. I said a few things in my video. I think there's a few things to cover. Fight value, I think, is one of them. I think they need to rework fight value, because obviously it's a bit of a mess at the moment, with a few different things. Fate, I think they should change up fate as well. I'm not a massive fan of, like, characters having one fate. I think they should be, the profiles in the book should be how they are when they're alive, or like when they're at the height of their power. And I think if they want to change something in it, if they want to change that in the scenarios specifically, say like at the Battle of Ravenhill, just say in like one of the scenario special rules, just say Thorin and Azog have one fate in this scenario. You know, maybe have like specific profiles for specific scenarios. That's just what I think. That's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. And I think Magic's going to change a little bit as well. It always has. And I would also like to see heroic actions change. Specifically heroic challenge, because obviously heroic challenge doesn't really get used as much as it should, I think. So maybe that changing up for the better. You know, and a few other things as well, I think. Random Aussie says, really want to see a tournament where everyone gets the new orc, whatever army, and whoever can steal the most valuable gear wins at the end of the day. That'd be an amazing tournament. What would the name of it be? Something steal something, or it'd probably be like a Lord of the Rings quote, wouldn't it be? That shiny shirt, that's mine. Maybe that's what the tournament should be. That shiny shirt, that's mine. That could be amazing. Josh says, hopefully my elves can actually kill stuff in combat soon. What do you mean by that, Josh? What do you mean elves can't kill stuff in combat? Are you talking about like the fight value? Because like, yeah, I get it. Because elves are supposed to be like these elite warriors, and like, you know, so many things can like out fight value them. I can see what you mean. Random Aussie says SBG hasn't seemed to have changed too much since the original. I'm hoping it's more of a rebalance and adjust of the things that aren't used, like Hero Challenge. Again, yeah, I completely agree, Aussie. From what I've seen from some of the comments on certain posts, Jay, who is also the, as far as I'm aware, is the head rules writer for SBG still, said, I can try and find the post for you guys. Hopefully, can I find it? New posts. It's from the post that he posted it on the on the GBHL. What did he say specifically? I don't want to paraphrase here. Here we go. Alright, so Jay said, okay, so someone said, So someone said trepidation is probably the word I'd use rather than excitement. SBG is hands down the best GW rule set, low bar that may be. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. And then Jay said there is always room for improvement and clarity. So again, I don't think by that wording, by the wording of the article here as well, specifically the profiles, I don't see a massive rules change whatsoever. Like a massive upset to the rules that everyone's going to hate. From what I see, I think it's going to be a rework, a rebalance. Because the problem with games at the moment, right? The problem with GW and all that. I'm about to go into a rant, guys, so I apologize about this. But get your brew ready. GW games at the moment, they brought out 10th edition, right? And I started 10th edition. I enjoyed it. First, I played a few games, and then it seems like every single week the rules changed because it's 40k is a very competitive game. As we're obviously we have a competitive scene as well, but we're a lot more laid back. Like it's a strategy battle game. It's very narrative. There are some beady people out there, that's going to happen. But for the 95% of people, it's a fun, relaxed, cool game that we all love to enjoy because of the universe that it's in. So the fact is, we do get FAQs, and we got that new rulebook which had all the FAQs in it. But the fact is, they don't want to change massive rule sets for SBG because it's going to invalidate a lot of things. You can't change profiles that often because it's just going to invalidate everything. So the fact that they've waited this long to change a few things which need to be changed, there's a few things that need to be changed in the rules. The game's not perfect. I think it's definitely the best GW rule set there is, but the game's not perfect. No game is. So I think that I think 6 years is a decent amount of time, considering it's the longest we've ever had between editions is 7 years. I think 6 years is a good enough time where you can look at the rules out again, have a because when the Middle Earth team got announced, it was a 1.5 year gap between the team forming and the new edition coming out. So there's not a lot of time there. And now with the new edition come out, it's been out for 6 years, and there's obviously been so much play testing, so much being done. I'm assuming they've just been writing stuff down for when we do a new edition or something like that. If that ever does happen, that this is what will change, this is what will happen. And I assume the same with profiles as well. They don't want to change profiles too much because it invalidates this. It's different for 40k because 40k has different codexes for every army. I mean, what would you guys prefer? Would you guys prefer this, buying one book of this every 6 years, or buying every single codex for every single army? If this was 40k, let's just go for evil, right? I've played 40k for years, right? So there would be a Mordor codex, which having all the Mordor stuff. There would be an Angmar codex. I tell you now. There would be, what's the next one? Isengard. There would be a Moria codex. There would be an Isengard codex. That would probably have Sharky's roofs in it. There'd be an Eastling codex with all the variants. So you guys see what I mean? And that's just for evil, and that's just for the Lord of the Rings. It's not even including the Hobbit. So if this was 40k, if they want to really milk us that much, to try and make us buy more, they would do this. They wouldn't do this. They wouldn't put all the armies in one book. It's it's obviously a big book. It's an expensive book. But the fact that we have all the armies in there, if you just want to play Lord of the Rings or if you just want to play Hobbit, you can just buy the one book. It's got all the profiles in there that you ever need. Obviously, the supplements that come out with all those, with the extra profiles and that kind of stuff. That's kind of different. That's kind of similar to a codex, but not really, because it's got, You know, codexes are more like you know, supplements for us are very narrative. You know, the legendary legions. Like, you don't have to buy that kind of stuff. If you just, you know, obviously if you're a meta player, if you're a meta chaser, you obviously want to get the new stuff. You want to get the legendary legions, that kind of stuff. But if you're just like a casual player, you don't really need to buy those kind of things. You don't need to buy Defensive North. You don't need to buy that kind of stuff. You can. There's a possibility, but you don't need to. 40k is different. You need to buy the codex. You need to buy that kind of stuff because you obviously need that, you know, for that army. So, do you guys understand where I'm coming from? Does that make sense? Sorry guys, I need some water. Sorry, I went on a bit of a rant there. I apologize, guys. I apologize. Sorry if it's boring. Random as he says, SBG hasn't seemed to have changed too much since the original. I'm hoping it's more of a rebalance and adjust of things that aren't used like heroic challenge. Oh yeah, sorry, I read that already. Yeah, I agree. And rehaul of the FB scale. 5A scale, 5 being so common hurts a lot of heroes. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think Aragorn should be fight 7. I think a lot of heroes should be fight 7, considering that Azog is fight 7. I don't think 5A means a lot anymore, considering, especially with Heroic Strike. You know, it's better than the last edition. Like, I think Heroic Strike should only be D3. What do you guys think about that? Should Heroic Strike only be D3 instead of D6? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Because that way it wouldn't be automatic and it would leave heroes... Like, if they redid all the profiles and made heroes the way they should be, and then having Heroic Strike only be D3, that way, if you're, like, say if you're 1 below, right, you still have a chance to be the higher fight value. But, you know, if they fluff it. But if they don't, then, like, you know, they're still going to be higher, you know. Something like that. I just think that could be something to look forward to. Brian says, I would like to see a rescale of the 5A. Yeah, 5A is a big thing, I think. Josh says, more on them being the same strength to wound as a late town survivor, especially a Noldor or high, which are cut above other elves, let alone mentrip. Yeah, again, yeah, I completely agree, dude. I completely agree. Yeah, I'm sure they'll tweak 5A. I agree with the hero fate comment. Crazy how a character can live over 1,000 years, but as he dies at some point, he has 1 fate. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, let Gil-galad have 3 fate. Let him have 3 fate. But in the last Alliance scenario where he does die, just say in the special rules that in this scenario, Gil-galad only has 1 fate. Same with Elendil. You know, same with heroes that, like, you know, I think Boromir of Gondor is different. Because he's such a beast and he has 6 might, I think that's a bit of a counterbalance. Because he's always had 0 fate. Boromir of Gondor's always had 0 fate. So I think that he should have the same thing. Which I think's different for him because he does have 6 might. Him having 6 might and 3 fate. Because he already has a profile. I think the difference between him is he's already got a profile that has 3 fate. That has 6 might, 3 rule, 3 fate. So I think that's a bit of a difference there. I'm sure they'll tweak 5AU. I agree with the hero fate comment. Crazy how a character... yeah, sorry, I wrote that. Hey Ozzy, welcome to the stream, dude. What is going on? Hope you're doing well. AMR Fight 6, I love that. Yeah, that'd be fun. Is AMR not Fight 6? I barely use him. Is he only Fight 5? Interesting. Hey, he's only 5'5". Huh. Yeah, I think AMS should be fight 6 for sure. Isn't what about Theoden? Is he 5'5"? Yeah, see, Theoden should be 5'6" as well. 5'6" Theoden. Yeah, see, Theoden should be 5'6", AMS should be 5'6". Like, what, is it in this edition? Josh, you're gonna love this, mate. If you're still in the chat, is it in this one? Look at this. Is there another one? Look, Elven Warriors fight 6, mate. I don't know if you can see that actually, but back in this edition, Elven Warriors used to be fight 6. You'd love that. And Elrond in the Fellowship edition used to be fight 9, and Gilgalad used to be fight 6, and then they switched it around. But here, Haldin's elves are fight 6. You know. There you go. See, what I think is that the legendary heroes from Lord of the Rings era, I think, you know, Last Alliance here is a bit different because, like, you know, they are like, they're almost like super humans at that point. Like Gilgalad should stay at fight 9. Elendil probably should be fight 9 as well, so they can go up against Sauron. I think legendary heroes, Elisar, Gandalf the White, Elrond, that kind of things, they should be fight 7, in my opinion. Your next heroes down, like they're saying they're not legendary, but you know, the big heroes like Theoden, Éomer, who else? Like Boromir, even Faramir, who else? I'm trying to think. You know, like those kind of heroes should be fight 6. Then you have your next thing down, which are like your more like captain heroes like Harmer, Gamling, Beregond, I don't know, like your named orc captains should be fight 5. And then you have your other captains at fight 4. Like your unnamed captains at fight 4, that kind of stuff. And then I think most warriors, Manish warriors, orc warriors should be fight 3. Uruk-hai I think are alright at fight 4 because they are like very strong brutish orcs. So I think they should be staying at fight 4. Elven warriors, depends, like your elite Galadrim guard obviously are fight 6. Yeah, I think it's a big change, unless they completely overhaul fight value and make it like up to fight 12 maybe. Then you could have like a bigger range. So instead of having it to fight 10, having it up to fight 12. That way you could have like, I don't know, because then fight 10 wouldn't be such a big thing. So maybe at that point you could have high elves up to fight 6, or fight 5, and then Uruk-hai at fight 4, men and orcs at fight 3, and then goblins and little ones like that at fight 2. And like you could have a bigger range to work with, you know. It must be hard for them to figure it out. It makes sense lore-wise. Aragorn, Imrahil, and Angmar are the only people to come out of the Pelennor completely unscathed. Exactly. Imrahil again should be fight 7. He's like one of those characters, or at least maybe not fight 7, but fight 6. Is Imrahil fight 6? I'm guessing by sounds of it, I think he's fight 5. Fiefdoms. Oh no, he's fight 6. Okay, he's alright. Yeah, he's alright. Ozzy says, I've been okay, thanks. I have the flu at the moment, been getting these headaches every day for the past 2 weeks. They don't go away, just been resting loads. Sorry to hear that, Ozzy. Sorry to hear that, dude. I hope you feel better soon, dude. Yeah. And hope to see you back streaming soon. Josh says, yeah, love that. Gilgalad would take Elrond, though, 100%. To be fair, I think each elven faction should be very different. Lothlorien should be better shooting list than the stronger, better armored Noldor. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, maybe like the Noldor like fight 6 and, you know, maybe, I don't know, worse at shooting or something like that. Because they need to be worse at something. and then maybe Lothlorien only like fight 5, but they're better at shooting. And maybe Mirkwood's maybe like just like a mixture of all. I don't know. Brian says that's what I hope, that is in a new scale, either 12 or 15. Yeah, I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be 15. I think that's probably getting a bit too out of hand. But I think 12's all right. That way you could do that kind of stuff. I don't think anyone should be fight 12. If they do go up to fight 12, like Sauron, what's he? Is he fight 10? Is he still fight 10? Barad-dûr. He should be fight 10. No, he's fight 9. So like say they go up to fight 12, right? Sauron should be fight 10. That way, if he does, say if they change Heroic Strike to only be D3, that way if he does fluff and rolls a 1 or a 2, he can only get to fight 11. You know what I mean? So there is a way, like say if Gil-galad and Elendil go up to fight 9 or something, like one below him or something, like if Elendil goes up to fight 9, Gil-galad at fight 9, then they do have a way to get to fight 12 to beat Sauron. Like there's a small chance, but there is a way to do it. I think that's a cool way to do it. Because that is very thematic, because they do take on Sauron together in the books and kill him. And Isildur just goes and takes the glory and chops off the ring. But no, he's fight 9, bro. Unless I misread it wrong. The Dark Lord Sauron, 400 points, fight 9, strength 8, defense 10. Lord of the Rings, unstoppable. No, he's fight 9, mate. I think he used to be fight 10, maybe. In like older editions, possibly. Do I have the blue rulebook here? I do. This is the old blue rulebook. He might have been fight 10 in here. No, he was fight 9 in here. I swear he was fight 10 at some stage. I swear he used to be fight 10 at some stage. Brian says, I only fought against him once, it did not go so great. I fought against him once in a tournament, and I beat him. It was great. It was the list was horrible. It was like Sauron. I think it was it 700 points? I think it was. It was him. It was Sauron, and it was like it was in the old edition, like the Hobbit edition. I'm trying to think. I think it was Sauron. I don't think it was any Nazgûl. I think it was just Sauron. And I can't even think right now. What would it have been? I'm trying to think. I don't think there were any Wraiths, but there were heroes. I'm trying to think. Maybe Black Numenorian Marshals. Something along those lines, I think it was. Maybe there weren't Raves in there. Maybe I just forgot. I think there was like some Spectres and stuff in there as well. And I took a really fluffy list. I had a really fluffy list for that tournament. It was the Charge of Erebor scene, so I had 12 Iron Hills dwarves, like 5 with crossbows. Oh no, I had like 24 of them, so it was like 12 with spear and shield, 6 with Maddox, and like 6 with crossbows. And then I took Dane on foot, Thorin on foot with Orcus, just with cheese, Philly and Killy, maybe Dwalin. Maybe I didn't have Dwalin. But basically like the charge out of Erebor, and I killed him. Killed him in the game. I was the only person to kill him in that tournament, which was kind of cool. But yeah. And then, of course, we have the Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. We've had a chat about this, guys, before, but what are your hopes? What are your predictions? Let me know in the chat. Is it... we've had, obviously the rumours about the new starter set. What do you guys hope to see? I'm hoping to see a trailer soon, actually. We still haven't seen a trailer. We've only seen images. Now, I know I said in that video yesterday, there has been a screening of it. I think at like the Cannes Film Festival or something. Apparently the reviews are really good about it. They said it was really good. I think like they showed like the first 15 or 20 minutes of it. So I'm hopeful for it. Like I said, if the movie's a success, I think that's going to improve the game. And if the game's a success, that's going to improve our chances for more plastic content. If the rumors are true. Hoping that if they do models that they're not anime styled. So, random Aussie. So, if you haven't heard already, which I don't think you have, they have said, Rob has said, or someone has said, that they've been working with this for about a year, the past year. They've been working with people in the US, the UK, New Zealand, and Japan. So it seems like they've been getting, they're really right into it, which is good. And they've also said that it's going to tie in, it's going to be the same aesthetic as the models we have now. So I'm just paraphrasing there. I don't think I'll be able to find the comment at the moment, but they said it's going to be like the same style and the same aesthetic as we have now. So by that logic, by that reasoning, is that the models won't look animated, if that makes sense. Brian says that my only real concern with War of the Rohirrim is that it is anime instead of live action, so it's very different sites. Yeah, I agree with that, Brian. I don't think many people will watch it as much as if it was like live action. I think all of us nerds will go watch it. Like, I'm definitely going to go watch it. It's the first Lord of the Rings film in cinema in like 10 years, so I'm definitely going to go watch it. But yeah, I'll like I said, I think once we see a trailer, I think we'll have a more of a better reaction. I hope we see a trailer soon. It comes out in December, so like mid December. So hopefully we get a trailer soon. I'm surprised we haven't got one yet. And once we see a trailer, we'll be able to see what we get, what models we're going to get. That's the exciting part. Like going to watch the movie and then coming home and like getting to play the actual movie with your models. Like that's just awesome. Takes you back, to Lord of the Rings and Hobbit days. And I'm guessing there's going to have like a supplement with it too, like a starter set and maybe a supplement as well. Who knows? I don't know. Is it going to be like? Do you guys think it's going to be like the Hobbit? Like when it's going to be like it's going to be called like the Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim strategy battle game, like with a supplement, like and all that, and like I don't know. I think it's still going to be called Middle Earth strategy battle game, but there'll be like a supplement to go with it, kind of like There and Back Again. So it'll be called like, it'll still be like at the middle, like you'll still get your main rule book, like the Middle Earth strategy battle game, but then you'll probably have a supplement to go alongside it, like called the Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim, or something like that. That's what I think. Josh says glad it'll be the same style as the rest of the range. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I can't remember where I saw that comment, but I remember seeing that comment, that it's going to be in the same style and in the same aesthetic as we have now. It might have been on Instagram, possibly. I hope that's the case. I'm assuming Hera, the brothers, and Wolf Hammerhead. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like, again, it depends. If it is plastic, it could be different. It could be big. And again, like, was it Liam and Sean on Last Alliance of the News and Men was saying, apparently their source was saying that we're going to be getting a new helm in Forge World resin. So I assume that's probably going to replace the current one. And I think the current one's gorgeous, so I might have to pick him up before he goes out of print, possibly. Maybe new helm, yeah. I think it would be a supplement. That's the way I'm seeing it. I mean, I think the starter set will be like the War of the Rohirrim, from what we've been hearing, from what we've been seeing. Like, will be a War of the Rohirrim starter set that comes with the Middle-earth strategy battle game book, like the rule book, and then possibly there'll be like a War of the Rohirrim supplement to go alongside it, or something along those lines, like with extra models, because it depends how the movie, like, there could be a lot of models to go along towards this. Obviously, it's a whole movie, so there could be a lot of models to go towards it. And if you guys don't know about what the War of the Rohirrim's about like the wars with the Dunlendings and stuff like that, it's really, really cool. It gets really dark as well. You know, what happens, like Helm and all that kind of stuff. And there's also a certain recognizable character that might show up at the end, I think. If it depends if they go down that route. Yeah, there might be a certain recognizable character at the end. If you guys have, I don't want to spoil it just in case it happens or not. Definitely nab him now. Yeah, I might whenever these new models come out, I might pick him up as well on my order. Or next time I get an order from GW. But there we go, guys. It's been how long has it been? Jeez, I expected to talk about this for about half an hour. It's been over 2 hours. So I'm sorry, guys. I know we've done videos on this before, but I thought it would be nice to have like a nice chat about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Nice little chat towards it. Nice to get you guys' opinions live and be able to react to it. So yeah, I think that was really cool. That was really cool, guys. So let's start the stream proper right now, guys. Man, I wasn't expecting that. So speaking of Rohan, I'm a bit of a Rohan mood at the moment. So this was the plan for the stream. I was gonna build a Rohan house on stream. I've never built one before. I do want to get your I do want to know, guys. Have any of you guys built a Rohan house before? And if so, how long has it taken you? How long does it take you to build a Rohan house? This is actually my first ever Rohan house. I've never actually gotten it before. I actually did buy the Stronghold when it first came out. Actually, maybe when it came out the second time. No, actually, no, I think it was the first time. I think it was the first time because that's when War and Rohan came out. That was just before I sold my entire collection. But I sold it. I sold the Stronghold before I even opened it. I got it and pretty much sold it like a week later, which is interesting. But Brian says I have. How long did it take you to build, Brian? I think it's very, very cool. Brian says I take forever to build things, so I'm the wrong one to ask. I think isn't it very similar to like the Dol Guldur Ruins? I know it's made by Ray Drainfield. Is it Ray Drainfield? Who does all like the Middle Earth kind of scenery stuff, which is cool. So yeah, I was in a bit of a Rohan mood. So I don't know how if we'll go much longer, guys, because like like I said, I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to talk about that for about half an hour and then build this guy, but I'll open it, see what it's like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the same designer. Does it say on here like who it was designed by? No, I don't think it does. Manufactured by Games Workshop. Yeah, I don't think it does. But I'm pretty sure it was Ray Dranfield. Because Ray did the Ruins of Dol Guldur. I don't know if he do the Osgiliath stuff. I'm not too sure. The Gondor terrain. So yeah, I've never built one of these before, guys. So don't even know. Oh, so it comes in a little tray. Which is kind of cool. So we have the instructions here. Obviously, you can build it however you want. I don't even know how I want to build it. I think I'll build it like... I think I'll definitely build it like that first of all and then see how we go. So we have a couple of walls. Okay, so they're reversible walls, which is kind of cool. So yeah, it seems very similar to like the Dol Guldur stuff. So you have like the walls, then you have like a pillar, and then you can do whatever you want. That's cool. Very, very modular stuff. That's cool. We got some barrels, some fences as well. So we have... Oh, that's cool. I've never actually seen these up close. That actually looks like thatching. Can I actually... I don't know if some of you guys have not seen it or not, but if I zoom in... That looks like actual thatch. That's freaking insane, guys. I don't know if it really picks up on the camera or not, but it's very, very cool. Oh, don't play that one. Right. So yeah, very, very cool. There's a barrel there. Which is kind of cool. Oh, could Bomber fit in that? I've always wanted to do Bomber in a barrel. Maybe he would fit in that. That'd be cool. That looks kind of similar as well. It's kind of similar barrel. What you'd have to do is like cut those bits off. Maybe that would work. Lockie, Lockie did a good video about keep bashing the Rohan house from memory if you wanted any inspiration. Yeah, I've seen it multiple times. Yeah, don't worry, I've seen that multiple times. Yeah. I mean, we've in the battle game series, we have to build the Golden Hall. We have to build Better Soul. So maybe I'll build some Rohan houses and then build some of these as well, like to kind of mix in together. You could definitely build like the Rohan stables out of this one. Very similar doors. But seems pretty straightforward actually. We don't need that bit. So these are obviously the pillars that connect up. You can either do like corners or you can do straight sections, which is cool. I know that. The horse heads on the top, which are kind of cool. There you go. Oh, I even like the little symbol at the top, the Rohan symbols at the top. Very, very nice. A lot of horse heads. Some fences. I know some people have done like burned ones as well, like burned out ones, like for Dunland, which is kind of cool. Are they two identical sprues? I think they are. Yeah, they are. Oh, that's cool. So they are identical sprues. I can see that thatch is going to be really nice to like paint up as well, like really nice dry brushing. I could see that working really well. Oh, there you go. That was actually my first look at like actually looking at them in person. The kit. So what do you guys think? Maybe I should keep that for next time, and we might build a Rohan house on the next live stream next week, or this week I should say. Yeah, maybe we'll unless there's any news this week, we might build it on the next stream. Because I don't know how long it's going to take. I've got work tomorrow, unfortunately, guys. So I do have to go to bed at some point. But it's been a great stream. Thank you guys very much for watching. We're going for just gone 2 hours and 20 more minutes. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I think it was a pretty cool stream. If you guys enjoyed. Do make sure to leave a like. It definitely helps out the channel, guys. We're on our road to 2,000 subscribers. We are getting close. We're less than 150 away, actually, which is kind of crazy. So thank you guys for that. I also forgot. What have you guys been up to this week, like hobby-wise? Before we leave, what have you guys been up to hobby-wise? I've been up to quite a few things, if you guys would like to know. Spoilers for future content, for future videos. Actually, speaking of future videos, there will be a hobby vlog out on Wednesday, going over July, and my big spending. You guys will finally figure out how much I actually bought in July. It's not a pretty number. You'll also see my converted Gandalf during that, because I finished painting him in July. I haven't shown him off yet because I want to show him off in the hobby vlog first. So my converted Gandalf, you guys will see that in that hobby vlog. So if you guys want to see him, make sure to check it out on Wednesday. And then there'll be another video on Friday, either Friday or Saturday, I think, depending. If there's any news this week, there'll be that'll go up instead. But if there's none, then the video I have planned will be going up instead. And then hopefully I can go back to doing streams on Sundays. So hopefully there'll be a stream this Sunday. But again, if it's not on Sunday, it'll be on Monday, like usual. But yeah, before we do go, let's what have you guys been up to this week? Do let me know. We should have done this at the start of the stream. Anyway, I got distracted. I'll show you guys what I've been up to. I don't know what to show you first. I mean, it's kind of spoilers for future stuff. All my Galathrim arrived. Or, you know, my army that I'm building. So I built it all. There's also another 12 of How It Is elves here, that are not here. They're still in packaging. These guys. So I built it all. It's kind of cool. It's like a complete like metal and fine cast army. which are kind of cool. So I've got Haldir's elves there. I've got Orifin right here. He's kind of cool. Forge World. The Lorien Archers, the metal ones. Lovely little sculpts from 2001. I've got Galathrun Court Guard, the old ones, because I think they look a lot nicer than the new Forge World ones. So I've got 4 of them. I've got the Wood Elf command set. So that's the Wood Elf banner. I've got the Galadrim command set, so the Galadrim banner. I've got Haldir Defenders of Helm's Deep. I've got Unarmored Celeborn. I've got High Five Galadriel. I've got the Mirror of Galadriel too. Kind of cool. I've got Armored Celeborn. So just so you guys know, this is like this is about a 1500 point army. I think it's around 15 to 1600 points. And then I also have the Finecast White Council Galadriel. Because I think this is such a beautiful looking model. So cool. So cool. I love this model. Loved it for ages. There you go. Well, at least it's auto-focusing. So I'm going to paint it. Some of this I don't need in the army, like Haldir I don't need it. One of the Galadriels I don't need. But I just thought I'd paint them up at the same time anyway, just, because why not? And I've actually started on the paint scheme. Do you guys want to see my Galathrun paint scheme? It's not completely finished, but it's about halfway there. Renamozzi says, I've been building some stuff during the stream. Denethor, ILS, Zagdush, Goroth, and some Army of the Dead. That's awesome, dude. My plan, I didn't get time to do it, but I was going to build those Arnor stuff. The Arnor Warriors tonight, but I'll do that tomorrow. As well as these guys. Brian says, I've been working on Bretonians and Gundam at the moment. That's kind of cool. That's very cool. Josh says, I've been painting the last 2 Palace Guard for a 850 point list, and also converting a 4-draw Black Dragon to have the War Drum on horse, as I'm a sucker for all my Black Dragons to actually be Black Dragon. I completely agree, Josh. I need some more Black Dragons. I don't know if you've seen it, Josh, but check out my Eastling Army showcase if you like Black Dragons. I have plans to do convert up Black Dragon bows and Black Dragon cataphracts with the Forge World sculpts. So yeah. I don't know how good the light's going to be, guys, but here's the paints. Here's the start of the paint scheme. Can I zoom in? Actually, maybe. Whoa. There we go. You can kind of see it. So you kind of see how the armor's looking. We're starting to get there. A few base coats on there. Haven't done the cloak yet. I've just base coated the hair. Just base coated a lot of it. Base coated the red. And if you guys can really see, it's really bad lighting here, so I'm sorry, guys. It just seems like one continuous blur, but once it's all together, it'll mesh nicely together. I'm trying to make it look quite realistic, so But yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been working on this week. A few other things as well, but I'm not ready to show off them yet, because that's for future things. There we go. But yeah, there we go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Brian, Aussie, random Aussie as well. I know Guanchalo was there. There's a few other things. Gandalf joined in as well. Josh, appreciate you tuning in, dude. Spartan was here before. So yeah, appreciate you guys all tuning in. Have a great day. Well, I'm about to go to sleep, Brian. It's like yeah, it's 11:45 at night here, so I'm gonna go home. I'm at home. I don't know why I say I'll go home. I'm gonna go and have my after stream snack, and then have a shower and go to bed. But yeah, been a good stream tonight. It has been a good stream, Aussie. I've had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun chatting with you guys and all that good stuff. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, like I said, hobby vlog on Wednesday, so make sure to check that out if you guys want to see some cool stuff. And then a video out on Friday or Saturday, and then hopefully should be stream on Sunday, if not next Monday. But yeah, thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. And yeah, take care, guys.